Warning: drinking and the use of power tools is highly inadvisable. Know your limits before attempting anything from the show. Or don't. You're an adult. I'm not your mother.
Then I build it all back from scratch with my hammer and nails.
Welcome back to another episode of Hammer and Ales, the show where I drink and review different exotic beers, build things, and fix broken shit. Today, we're going to repurpose this old guitar into a table lamp. Today, we're actually only going to be focusing on the neck of the guitar. I'm actually going to take the body and all the guts of the guitar, set them aside for a later project. Here's everything we're going to need to make this lamp. You're going to need to get a 30-inch threaded lamp rod, a lamp kit, the neck of a guitar, a full-size lampshade, and then any piece of wood that you want to use for the base. We're going to cut off about a foot of this piece of walnut and use just that for our base. And don't worry, I'll be sure to put everything you need in the description below, and I'll also put a link to Amazon where you can buy all of this stuff except for the guitar neck. You'll probably have to find that on your own. Okay, one of the first things we want to do is cut down our piece of board to a more manageable length because we're going to be running it through a planer to smooth out the sides and take out the cup that's in the board. And the cupping, show you here. It's how the board bows, kind of like that. You can see it this way as well. It's kind of got a cup in it there and there. So we're going to run it through a planer just to take that out to make it nice and smooth. But first, we're going to make a measurement. We'll say 20 inches is fine. And this is where we'll make our cut. So we're using just this piece of wood right here. And the rest of this we can save for a later time. Okay, this is a Delta brand 12-inch surface planer, and I just want to go ahead and give a special thank you to someone named Diane who was gracious enough to let me buy this off of her. Her husband used to do woodworking, and so just a lady I had met who had some of these tools that I was able to purchase, and I'm absolutely grateful to have this, so thank you again, Diane. What we're going to do is we're going to start by putting this piece of wood through this planer. And we're going to adjust the cut depth about 1/8 of an inch every time it goes through. So just stick with me and watch what we do here. These things. Now it's time for everybody's favorite part, or at least mine, mystery beer. Alright, I'm assuming this is probably a taller can, and this is definitely a mystery. Alright, well, let's get to trying it. That smells pretty fruity. think it's red too. Huh. That's not a typical beer. It definitely has a beer flavor to it. But it has almost like a sour candy flavor to it. That's kind of neat. Definitely a little sour taste to it. I wonder if this is one of those so-called sour beers I've heard about. Never had one, but it's not too terrible. It's pretty refreshing. All right, well, let's get back to our lamp. All right, we're getting ready to sand our board for our base, but I don't want to bore you with all of that, so go ahead and take a look at this.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Hammer and Nails YouTube channel. Also, be sure to click the bell icon for notifications of future uploaded content.
Here at Hammer and Nails, it's not always about drinking beers and getting buzzed. We also need to maximize our time and efficiency to get our projects done. So when I need a pick-me-up or a little bit of kick to get myself motivated, I reach for Raze Energy Drink. Raze Energy is loaded with branched-chain amino acids, electrolytes, zero carbs, zero sugars, and zero crash. Whenever I have an episode of Hammer and Nails that needs to be filmed, or I have a huge list of projects that are still needing to be done, I reach for Raze Energy Drink. If you want to pick up one of the best energy drinks I've had in a long time, go to repsports.com and enter discount code DADBOD86 at checkout to receive 15% off your order. Raze Energy. Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. What the hell is this thing? We interrupt your program for some complete badassery. I'm JD, Mark's better looking twin brother. If you don't know me, go check out TikTok. I'm like the star of all that. For the next couple of minutes, I'm going to take over the audio of this here Hammer and Nails episode, because who wants to listen to his stupid dumb ass anyway? So sit tight and hang on.
Alright, what are you doing here? Waving your hands around doing a magic trick? Chop chop. Okay, we're measuring something. What? Why do they call that thing a square? It's definitely a triangle. Where'd you get that sawed? 1913? You need to update your tools, man. Alright, we got a square. Are you trying to find the center? Why don't you just eyeball it like a man? What is that, protractor? I support farmers. I'm definitely pro-tractor. Looks like some sort of fancy contraption to make a circle. Why don't you just trace the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket, you idiot? Well, that's pretty cool. Okay. Alright, you're a lot more handy than I anticipated. I gotta get me one of them. Okay, yeah, I see what you're doing. You're smoothing out all the edges. I like how you turned a square into a circle. What's that thing? I'm pretty sure that thing's called a blender. Yeah, that's right. I'm right. That's pretty cool. JD, what the hell are you doing at my computer? Oh man, I just remember you saying something. You lost like 4 minutes of audio on your videos here. Why would you say that right now? You're gonna make me look like an idiot. Well, the way you messed up all them words right there, you already sound like one. What part are you at? Take a look right here. No, it looks like I'm explaining how to make this mounting block for the back of this guitar neck. Yeah, see right here, I cut it to size. And then I put a 45-degree angle on the back just to dress it up a little bit so it looks a little better. Well, that looks pretty cool. So what are you making? Some sort of like weird banjo? Nah, man, I'm making a lamp out of this guitar neck. You know what? Get out of here. You're pissing me off. I'm probably going to have to spend hours fixing what you screwed up anyway. What I screwed up, I just made your show like 10 times more badasser. Hey, I had a real quick question. I synced this part right here and I was wondering what you was doing. Well, I'm marking out the area where I can cut a groove with my carving tools and my chisel, so the electrical cord has a place to sit when the lamp is turned over, and it doesn't sit uneven. Oh, you know what? You're not as dumb as you look. Thanks, JD, I guess.
Okay, now let's get a second update of the mystery beer. Alright, I'm still sticking to my first initial thought that it is an actual beer. So it's not like a seltzer or anything weird like that. It does have a fruity flavor to it. I can't put my finger quite on what it is. But as it leaves a distinct taste in your mouth at the end, at the aftertaste. It's pretty refreshing. It's not necessarily my cup of tea when it comes to beer. It does have that hoppy IPA taste, but that taste is a little drowned out by that sweet, almost sour flavor that's in it. So far, I don't hate this beer, but it's not something I'm typically used to. Okay, let's get back at our project. We have our base, our mounting block, and our guitar neck. This is a Fender Squier Stratocaster neck, so the mounting block I made is custom made for this neck. If you get any other kind of guitar, it's going to have its own custom mounting block that you'll want to make yourself. If not, maybe we can you can send me a message and we can figure something out that way. But what I do have are these 1.5 long by 1/4 inch in diameter dowel rods that I'm going to use to widen out the holes that are already existing on the back of this neck. We're going to poke those in there. We're going to try to match them up to this mounting block, stick them together. What this will do is it'll help our guitar stand up like that. We shouldn't have any issues. Alright, now we're going to take this little drill bit here. We're basically just using this as a place setter for our mounting block. Then we're going to try to line these dowel rods up. Right there. I have a feeling that we're just going to use these top dowels. I think I'm going to cut these off right here, as you can see right there. I think they're going to pose too much of a problem, so I think I'm going to cut them out or pull them out and just use these top dowels instead. go ahead and line these top two up. I think those are the ones we're going to focus on here. I used a 1/4-inch paddle bit for that. We're just trying to see if these will fit. Just need to be deeper. I think we're good to go. Glue them. Dowel. I'm all about it. Awesome. Well, there's that. I think what we'll do is we're also going to try and fasten the neck to the bottom with a couple of little screws. Pull this side out. There we go. Cool. All right, now we're going to get a look at the color of the beer. Okay, well, this beer doesn't have your traditional beer color. It is definitely a kind of a reddish hue to it. It's got a fruity smell, fruity taste, probably some sort of exotic fruit. I don't know, maybe like a mango or a grapefruit or something like that. Like I said, not my cup of tea or glass of beer, but definitely I can see how this would be good to someone on a hot day, some sort of refreshing style. Not my thing, but not terrible at the same time. Okay. Well, let's finish up our lamp. Well, now it's time to assemble all our light pieces. This is our 30-inch lamp rod. This is our lampshade holder. Our actual light socket. The electrical cord to it. And then a couple little fittings I'll show you what I'm going to use for, just to give it a little bit of a mounting surface. So this rod isn't all floppy back here. First thing I'm going to start with, so I'm actually just going to take this little piece of plastic here that I found that has the same thread size as these. Now if you want to know, this is a 27. All right, this is a 27 thread metric. That's what we're going to start doing. We're going to run it down like this. Now it's taking a minute. Went down a lot easier when I dry fit it. All right, well, let's fast forward this part. Alright, the reason I did that is because I'm going to be cutting off most of the top of this anyhow. This little plastic piece is just a stopper right there. Give it a little bit of extra rigidity here. Okay, one of the next things we're going to do, so I'm going to use this little eye hook here. What this will do is this is just going to give the lamp rod a little bit extra stability so it won't pull off or anything of that sort. I'll be drilling a pilot hole into the back of this guitar neck. I'm going to screw that in there, and then we'll go ahead and attach this to this this lamp rod. Show you a neat little trick. It's not always the safest, but you know, we got to push the bar a little bit here. If you're trying to screw one of these in, you take another one and actually link them together like that. What we'll do is we get this one started like so. Link them together, pull them apart. There you are. Goes right in. Now it's too tight. Yeah. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Personally. Cool. Next thing we want to do is cut this brass rod to length so we can go ahead and put our light socket on. We're going to determine that by putting the lampshade brace on there. And actually, if I'm being totally honest, I went ahead and already set this. So this nut is already set where we want it to be. So I'd say right here where we're going to cut it off. I'm going to use the Dremel tool, and I'll show you guys how to do that real quick. All right, next, we're going to take the electrical cord. We're going to fish it all the way up through our lamp rod. Ah, got it. There we are. Got our wires. Okay, we're going to put the bracket for our lampshade mount on first. We are then going to put the bottom piece of our socket on. Should we get that in there? And actually, twist this on first. Come on. All right, there we go. Tighten this nut up here. I actually is going to keep everything in place. I'm gonna use these channel locks. Perfect. Tighten this down just to make sure the base stays in its spot. Now we can attach our socket. Like I said previously, the wire with the textured ridges on it, that's the neutral. All right, and the neutral on this socket is the Right, well, the socket right there is the gray, and the hot is the brass. Now, put our lampshade bracket on. Our lampshade on. Zoom out and take a look. I lied. We're not going to zoom out yet. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of a oiled linseed oil coat on this just to shine up the wood. Once that is done, we'll zoom out and we'll get a look at the finished product. And before we do our final review, we need the Hammer & Nails seal of approval. Got to make sure we brand it. Then I saw the eyes. Big, bright eyes. Several pairs of them, all glowing at me in the dark. Whew. Oh, hey there. I'm just finishing up this riveting documentary of the horrors of plumbing. Well, here it is, our finished project. We have this nice lamp, guitar neck, a very well-made base out of walnut, a dimly lit bulb to help add to the ambience of our favorite reading nook. Let's go ahead and reveal our mystery beer. Today we have Pink Martian by Platform Beer Company, brewed in Cleveland, Ohio, 7.5 alcohol by volume. Let's take a look at the can. Well, there we are. Pink Martian. Slushy style sour with guava, mango, and vanilla flavor. Sour ale with natural flavors. Well, I kind of called that. I did say it might be one of those sour beers. As for the vanilla flavor, I did not get a hint of vanilla, but I did get some sort of fruit taste to it. I'm not a big fan of mango, so that might be why I didn't care for this too much. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just not into this type of beer. So let's go ahead and give it our rating. Well, here at Hammer & Nails, we rate our beers on a scale of 0 to 5, 0 being the worst and 5 being the best. And this Pink Martian by Platform Beer Company, I give a 1, 2, 3 hammers. Like I said, not my typical glass of beer, but overall, definitely could drink it at a summer party. Not something I'm going to go grab a lot of all the time. But if you like sour candies perhaps, or anything with a sour flavor, you may very well enjoy this beer. Well, that's all we have for today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And from all of us here at Hammer & Nails, keep on doing what you do because no one can do it like you.